it's one thing to manage your father's money, right? It's one thing to manage your own money. Father's money is a little more complicated, but not that complicated. Father is predisposed to forgive you, right? but but when you manage third party money, right? And we've seen both sides of it. We've seen fund managers who think third party money is for play, and some third party fund manager or some fund managers who think third party money is a responsibility. And what you have said is that this is a responsibility for me, that I have to return 1x, right? And then uske baad, I may not be able to give you a return, I may not be able to beat other assets classes, that's fine. But I will always return back principal, and then we'll take a discussion on the returns. Is this a mindset that you got from somewhere, or it's something that you felt when you watched, maybe when you've given money to other fund managers, that you felt that this is something that I have to always have as a primary principle?
So Anirudh, I would say this comes as probably a trait of my, upbringing, that, you should not be very casual about taking money from anybody. Coming from a professional family background, I saw that, how different businesses, how they have shaped. And looking at listed equity markets, especially where founders have taken money from the bank and then they actually, did whatever they did, and all that is there publicly. It carried a very bad name to the family. So for me, it was something like that. I don't want to take a name in such a way that tomorrow, if anybody is taking my name, he should say, "Arey, usne paise duba diye."
Correct.
So I was never okay about it, despite being such a asset class, which is supposed to happen, and we know. But I took that as a challenge. I thought that if you have a mindset, then only you can do it. Exit doesn't happen because you wrote that in SHA. Exit happens because you have the intent to do it.
Correct.
So ultimately, I have that intent right from day one. And that is the reason why it happened also. So I'm proud to say that we have done it.
Correct.
As a first fund, we have returned the capital to our investors. And of course, we are sitting with good profits to eventually give that also to our investors.
In terms of DPI, I think you're more than 1.5x?
Yeah, we are close to 1.4 today.
1.4.
And that is what we have already done it.
And that's in a period of 5 years, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Any reason why this is not public? Your thesis is that.
So performance wise, thoda hum log rehte hai ki we don't want to boast too much around. And second, ye hota hai that you have to get a right platform also. I don't know. I mean, in a business like today, we both understand that everybody is chasing a certain size and everybody is crazy about that size. So unless you're not $100 million fund in the country, probably you're not a fund manager only. So that's the impression I get from, unfortunately, in our ecosystem.
Somehow the ranking systems are very different, that what is being chased and what we think should be chased.
No, pretty much. I mean, that is the whole thing. I mean, someday that would also come. But yeah, I mean, for me, I think whatever we have done so far, we are quite happy about it. And that principle is still there. So that helps. Because when you're making that investment, you're also looking the same thing to the founder.
Correct.
Whether you are going to return the money in paper or in reality, you have that intent. So we try to analyze that. It's very difficult, I would say. It's very, very difficult thing. And
sometimes things don't work out, right?
Yeah.
The world changes so quickly. I mean, if you look at something like what happened to ChatGPT, it's affected so many businesses in one shot, right? And wiped out entire margins altogether.
See, when a founder is down, that is a time actually you get to see the real founders, intents. When things are riding, everybody can ride higher and you can have different things for having that high. But when things are down, that is a real testimony of the founder, how he is doing. So we are okay if the company is not doing well, but we are not okay in that condition, how the founder actually, thinks the other way around. And that examples are also there with our portfolio companies and also
in everyone's portfolio. Yeah.
So, but we try to always learn and minimize that part as a risk.